So today we're talking about composition. Today we're talking about
Wonderful, great, thank you.
how composition works in the three paintings that the textbook gave us. So the first one is the Maze of Honor. It was painted by Diego Velázquez. He's a Spanish painter, a court painter who just painted for the kings and queens. And he was influenced by Caravaggio. And so we can see two similarities in their picture.
So Caravaggio, who is Caravaggio? 伟杰还记得吗？no亚伦。Oh my God. Howen, do you remember Caravaggio? What's the title of the painting that he did? Do you remember? Saint Paul, 他转信耶稣，对不对？ Do you remember that word? Conversion of Saint Paul. Remember that one? Conversion of Saint Paul. Okay. So yeah, wonderful. Here, this is the one that we talked about last week, right? So there's a sense of what? There's a sense of 连续性, a sense of continuity between Caravaggio and this guy, okay, and the Spanish painter, the last week.
So the two similarities between these pictures are the theme of the subject are both surrounded by dark space, like this. They are surrounded with dark space. And we can see only one light source from the light in the Maze of Honor, and the only light source from the top in the Conversion of Saint Paul. And the two of them are the only similarities between Velázquez and Caravaggio. So what makes this picture that unique is that the composition is very strange and special. So we can see the Maze of Honor right here. There are two maids, and the princess is between them. And we can see a painter who is the Velázquez himself, and he's painting on the left with his canvas frame. But what is he painting? So we can find out this clue from the mirror in the back, and we can find out that there's the king and the queen. So Velázquez is painting the king and the queen, but the king and the queen is not in this painting, so they're outside of this painting. And we're looking at this picture from the same angle of the king and the queen.
So the king and queen would be standing here, someplace outside the picture, right? And the 争议 as a 观众, right, or as a speaker, she is actually standing along with where the king and the queen are standing, as their reflections are seen in the mirror. So this is really the most interesting aspect of this painting. Court, a Maze of Honor. Yeah. So thank you.
That means we are standing beside the king and the queen, and we are looking at the same view together. The next painting is Paul Helou sketching with his wife. It's painted by John Singer Sargent. He's an American painter, and the picture is more informal and relaxing, but we can see
The next one.
there are details that can show us how Sargent designed this picture's composition. And we can see a red canoe comes up onto the bank at this angle. At an angle.
斜线，我们有背过一个英文单词叫做 diagonal, right? Diagonal. 那课本上有用这个字，它也用另外一个字哈。The canoe is positioned, okay, at an angle. 所以是这样子的一条 diagonal, right? A diagonal. Please go on.
And the next one is the man, Paul Helou. He is leaning on the canoe in the back and to the right. And the next one is his wife. His wife and his canvas frame are both leaning to the left and to the front side. so it makes the picture more balanced.
Right, so Yingze and Mei Yu, right, and all of us. So there are two diagonal lines, 这一条跟这一条 which leaning towards the left. 这两条 right, they are leaning 靠哪边是不是 they are leaning 靠哪边哈 towards the other side, which is right. 然后因此这个构图哈，左右交叉形成两个 X sort of right crisscrossing 对不对 crossroads crisscrossing forming two axes thus achieving the effect of balance and this is what the composition how the composition is works in this painting. Okay, 谢谢你，好，来 go on.
And the colors of the wife, you can see the white head, the red lips, and his face and clothes are both with blue colors, are both all on the man's palette. So it will gives us a liaison with her surroundings. Okay. And the last one is maple leaves at the Tekona Shrine, Mama. It's It was painted by Ando Hiroshige. He's a Japanese painter, and he was influenced by Hokusai, which we will introduce you later. And their similarities are 就是浮世绘的 style, but Hiroshige's is more realistic. And they both influence the European artists a lot.
Wow, you are taking everything from my PQ. Right, these are all the things that I asked you in the PQ you can remember, right? So there is also a kind of similarities between this Japanese artist, okay, Shiroshige, and the other one which does the movement, and his name is Hokusai. Yeah.
And in this picture, he gave us a very special composition, which called compositional framing. And
专业哈，这个待会美瑜跟那个应泽 you can help us.
And we can see
how Zhenyi explains.
we can see in the foreground there are two maple trees, and in the middle ground there are temples, and in the background there are mountains. So the maple trees forms a frame that make us feel like we are really close to it, so we can see through these maple trees and watch the same view of the painter.
Is that what compositional framing means? 应哲，你没有学过吗？你还记得它的中文怎么说 ？Compositional framing 后面有翻译。
构图取景。
Is that the term that you use as professional trained artists? 美瑜有吗？有一个专业的词叫做构图取景吗？有没有 ？That ever comes up? Yes or no?
应该就是构图或取景吧。
Yeah, but then they put this two together. 在课本上，对不对？它真的叫做 compositional framing. This is the entire book. As you can see, okay, it's very easy. Not that 没有那么的专业哈。But this is one term that I find to be really a big challenge. 所以 are we making sense? The three of you, Yuxuan, now you are here. 构图取景 compositional framing. If you Google online, see what you come out, see what you find out. Okay, 构图取景. Okay, but I guess Zhenyi and I and Jiasen, you can also help, right? Right? So we see very clearly 三个，对不对 ？Foreground, middle ground, and then background. What's really interesting is that the part of the foreground, which are the branches of the tree, right, are exactly the framing, picture plane 那个画板是 on both sides of the picture plane， 是不是？好，这个画的本身是一个方形嘛 ，so the frame of the positioning of the branches, the positioning of the branches is parallel to 有没有一样的 with the frame of the picture plane. So I guess this is what we mean naming, okay, by compositional framing. Through the positioning of the branches, okay, which is in the foreground, you'll be able to see what's in the middle ground, and then even further back, what's in the background. So this is a very interesting painting in terms of composition. Okay, in terms of composition, got it? And this is a professional term that 印者, does this mean that this is also the first time you heard it? That 构图 is one thing, right? 取景 is one thing. But in this book, with regard to this painting, 枫树叶子 by this Japanese 浮世绘画家 ukiyo-e, you have to know this word if you can, okay? Ukiyo-e, ukiyo-e 画家 down in the mid-19th century, okay? It was called 构图取景, a different thing, a different. Mei Yu, anything you would like to add? No? Yu Xian, now you're sitting down. Anything that you would like to add? No? Okay, have you heard the term 构图取景, putting together? Compositional framing. The English sounds very strange, I guess. But then how does the Chinese? 构图 is one thing, 取景 is one thing, but then putting them together. Have you heard? 好像不太有，是不是？ But anyway, so this is what this painting is special when it comes to composition. Okay, something for you to remember, or just for you to know. Okay, huh? So the three paintings were done, and then
Next is the vocabulary, and the first one is surround with. In this textbook, we have he surrounded the subject of his painting with dark space.
So 亚伦 tell me which painting, okay? 它的周围都是一个很黑暗的背景。Can you remember all the paintings that we have studied so far? 记不记得？
那个 sample，你说这个礼拜吗？
No. All the paintings that we have studied so far, 哪一个画都是背景很黑暗的。
那个保罗那张。
That's right, yeah. So how do you say that? The artist 叫做 Caravaggio, 对不对？Caravaggio， 亚伦，说出来。
Caravaggio surrounded the subject of this painting with dark.
Exactly, okay, exactly. 好，再来呢？这样讲的，这个我们全部都在讲。
Has to do with composition has to do with the way we position things in a painting.
Yeah, this 这个很好啊。我们说，伟杰，什么叫做 composition? Many times we say 定义，是不是 ？Composition is 是不是？或是 composition means？ OK， 伟杰，这个是很好的一个口语表达方法哈。Composition has to do。OK, composition has to do. 所以我们可以说，来，婉婷，什么叫多元成家？不要用 is， 也不要用 means。我们说，哦，他在吃东西。好，冯文，多元成家怎么说？我其实也不晓得多元成家怎么讲。Multiple family, is that how people say it? 赶快 Google 一下，伟杰，多元成家的英文怎么讲？有没有网络上也有了？好，假装说叫做 multiple family。冯文怎么说？No. Multiple family 动词要怎么用 ？Has to do with multiple family。假装哦，多元成家的英文是，嘉生，你可以帮我们查吗？多元成家英文有没有网络上有哦？不要用 is， 也不要用 means， 我们怎么说？来，全班一起说 multiple family。我不晓得是不是这样讲哈 ？Multiple family 什么东西啊？很多家庭的意思吗 ？No。多元成家 has to do with。Now I need a definition. 什么是多元成家？不同的家庭，家庭原来是一个男生一个女生，对不对？可是现在的观念啊，多元成家可以两个男生两个女生，也可以各式各样的组合，是吧？所以有吗？网络上的名词 ？How do we say it? Marriage. 动词。Multi-marriage, OK 好。Anyway， 我也不太肯定多元成家的英文到底要怎么讲。好，我们来用 has to do 哈。How do we say it？ 多元成家 has to do with alternative marriage，OK， 不同的婚姻哈 ，by a man and a man or a woman and a woman。 has to do 是一个很好的这个好 ，OK， 好，再下来，这个 we know right? So far, which is a portrait? May you give me example portrait that we have done so far? 来 tell me what is a portrait? Mona Lisa is Mona Lisa a portrait? May you tell me? Yes. 说
Mona Lisa is a portrait.
a portrait
By
by wonderful 来。应哲帮他讲完 ，Mona Lisa, right, is a portrait by 达文西 ，right, by 达文西 Da Vinci，好来，那个什么 ，The kitchen maid 的冯文 ，The kitchen maid 记不记得那张画 ？Pouring the milk is a portrait, yes or no？ 好，全部说完，快点。The kitchen maid by 谁？还记不记得？ By Vermeer, right? I repeat. The kitchen maid. Repeat the sentence. Wonderful. Okay. 来告诉我。
The kitchen maid is portrayed by Vermeer.
好，来，你必须要说一下哈，是一个17世纪的被维梅尔所画的一个肖像画。The kitchen maid is a portrait by 17世纪。In the 17th century. So now the entire sentence, the kitchen maid is a portrait by Vermeer in the 17th century. 对不对？伟如，前面那个句子对还错？ The kitchen maid is a portrait by Vermeer in the 17th century. True or false? 对还错？啊？ What's wrong with that?
过去的事情。
Oh, thank you. He really makes a point. Okay, so the kitchen maid was a painting made by Vermeer in the 19th century. 重点是什么讲？那张画是17世纪被他画的。OK， 动作他用过去式强调，伟如是强调那个动作 that it took place in the 17th century. 如果我说 the kitchen maid is a portrait by Vermeer in the 17th century， 我强调的是什么？它的事实性。这样懂我的意思吗，伟如 ？So either will do, either will do. Thank you, 哈 ，Thank you for the important difference. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so portrait. 你们知道这些字吗？太辛苦了哈 ，Why don't we just skip? OK， 有比较重要的这个字可以记哈。来，同学 ，lean 什么意思呢？上礼拜我有给你们记住老师的动作，我靠墙站，英文怎么说？雅恩，我靠墙站，英文怎么说？我现在正靠墙站，英文怎么说？冯文 ，I am leaning against the wall。这样懂了吗？这个叫学哈，这个句子和这个动词。I am leaning against the wall。每个人自己小声念一下哈。然后呢，我靠着，他很柔弱，他靠着老师，老师比较胖哈。来 ，She is leaning against 依萍，这样懂了吗 ？Leaning against 哈，这个动词会常常看到，其他的我想我们就这个你们都知道吗？上传，对不对 ？Upload。OK，let's move on。哦，这个很特别的字哈。Let's skip it because we already talked about Hiroshige, the last one.
Distant. We are looking out on the distant temple and mountains.
Right here, we are standing here, right? 那个婉婷 we are looking out 远处眺望 the distant temples and mountains. 这个字你们国小不会的 distant， 对不对？哈，他是我的远亲 ，He is my distant relatives， 他是我的远房表兄妹哈。He is my distant cousins， right? Okay， 好 ，let's move on.